What's good? We're here. We are here. And today is Wednesday, but we are doing a Stock Tip Tuesday today. Why? Why? Because yesterday I slept. I ran out of time in my day, ended up driving Uber last night, and just didn't have time to get out or enough time to allot to the pod that I wanted to for our first Stock Tip Tuesday of 2021. So that's interesting. Our first Stock Tip Tuesday of 2021 will be released on a Wednesday, but that's fine because it's agent talk here and we're fluid. We can adjust. We are not rigid. I guess you could consider these wise words Wednesday, as well as hopefully the words given today can help you on your path to wealth. Maybe Wealth Wednesday. I'm not a financial advisor, okay, for those that might be new here. I'm not a financial advisor. However, I am an investor. I'm someone that believes that I can do a little bit of research, due diligence, and just pick up the crumbs and hopefully get on a path towards wealth. And I believe that we've been able to do that here on the podcast. I believe that our viewers have been tuned in, have seen some value in return for their time spent on the pod. And so we are going to get into it. Today, what are we talking about today? So first episode of 2021, I think it would be good to discuss the philosophy that I have taken on going into this new year. Spoken on this before. COVID definitely changed life, changed a lot of things. And we have to be able to walk with prudence. Okay, the Bible tells us in Proverbs, a man to walk with prudence. We should walk with prudence. A wise man walks with prudence. What is prudence? Prudence is the ability to live, to act, to think with the future in mind, to make decisions with the future in mind. A lot of people, especially when it comes with their money, myself as well, we do not make decisions with the future in mind, just the now. And so when it comes to our investments, we want to operate with prudence. And what that means is being able to take a look at the state of the world and the potential future state of the world. You have to be able to anticipate things to really maximize the gains that can be had. And so for me, the last week or so, been just taking a step back and really just wanting to take a look at which sectors, which companies in these sectors do I believe from 21 to 2022 for next 365, not that are just going to do well, but I am going here for upside. One thing that I want to say, Tony Robbins, Warren Buffett, one of those two I want to say that they discuss is, when you're younger, I'm 28. We are in the time right now where we can't afford a little bit of risk because we have time to make it up. Whereas someone who's older, they don't, typically as you get older, even for me, having a child, your risk levels decrease, okay? But while we are of the age that most of my listeners are, I do believe it might be time to put yourself in a bit of a risk position, but strategic, calculated. That's one thing I do believe. This is what that Warren Buffett says: is it's only risk if you don't know what you're doing. Okay, and if he didn't say that, I know someone said it. I said it because it's true. It's only a risk if you don't know what you're doing. If you're just guessing, as gambling. Gambling, you have no say. There's no research to do. The numbers are against you from the start. With investments, very different. Okay, and so for me, just trying to take a look here, how can I maximize the money that I have in my account right now, switch things up. Now, this is not my retirement account that does not get touched, but in the account that I've on Robinhood that I can be in and out active with is for the next 365, what sectors can put me in a position to really just capitalize off of the trend that life is flowing, okay? And so just want to offer just a few. Now, again, not a financial advisor, but I do give my tips. Okay, we've talked about NIO before. I've talked about the marijuana industry, so I'm not gonna touch on those. Okay, Uber. Made a play recently in Uber. I've been in Uber since the IPO. I'm a believer in Uber. I drive Uber Eats. Uber is basically trying to become the Amazon of transportation. Okay. I know I just read that they're having some sort of discussion with Moderna about potentially getting involved with COVID vaccine distribution. They're already kind of spearheaded with food delivery, and you just never know where the future's going to take. Obviously right now the car flow, I don't know the numbers off the top. I would imagine they're down because of COVID. However, I know that they got that Uber copter where they're going to start doing air deliveries and just things of that nature. You could just tell that Uber is really ahead of the game. I really like them. I got a little virus or something popping up. What is this? But Uber's just really ahead of the game, I believe, in regards to the transportation. And so I definitely want to have some exposure to them. And now when we're going through these, this is not my whole bread, like my whole portfolio is not in one of these companies. My portfolio diversity for Uber is 4%. So 4%, and probably should be more, but 4% of my portfolio is in Uber right now. So that's one, the mobile transportation. So I'm trying to go through and get y'all to some good insights. One that y'all, and don't just listen to me. Take this, do some research. So energy. Okay, we talked about the EV market. Energy. There's a few that I've recently made plays to. Plug Power, $PLUG. Got into Plug. I was in Plug a while ago. Got out, hadn't really seen it do much, but this year Plug is up 1,500%. Okay, 1,500%, bro. So Plug is going crazy. Last 3 months, Plug's up 300%. Last month up 170%. Okay, and if your money's in the bank, it ain't making nothing. 0%. Actually losing money because of inflation. Plug Power provides alternative energy technology which focuses on the design, development, commercialization, and manufacture of hydrogen and fuel cell systems used primarily for the material handling and stationary power markets. Its fuel cell system solution is designed to replace lead-acid batteries in electric material handling vehicles and industrial trucks for some distribution and manufacturing businesses. Okay, Plug, what is he saying here? What is Robinhood saying here? I was telling my wife this morning, when we look at the state of the world, okay, climate change is real. You can argue that with whoever. Climate change is real. And what we can see is that the world is in need of different resources for energy. Where are we getting our energy? Okay, so we've had gas for so long. Carbon emissions, you talk about fossil fuels, things of that nature that have been very effective for us, however, inefficient, and have deteriorated the planet, essentially. Okay, and that's why when we look at the weather, when we look at these fires, when we look at the locusts and certain things certain things going on, I believe that the way that we have gone about certain things has hurt the planet. I think that's clearly evident. And so I believe it would be wise to put our investments into those trying to answer the issue at hand. Okay, those trying to provide a resolution with more effective and more efficient energy, so that we can preserve the planet, preserve our species for as long until Jesus said, all right, it's a wrap. So, Plug, I'm in there. Plug is about $71 right now. Okay, not financial advice, but I'm in there. Plug, got 6% of my portfolio right now. Let's see. Let's give y'all a little read up on Plug. So in all this, okay, laptop right here. Okay, laptop's right there. So, all this you can be doing on your own. Let's see. Plug Power's stock surges again after more than doubling the past 6 days. Let's see if we can find out why. I should know this. Okay, but I'm in there and I'm just chilling. But this is good research. This is good morning. This is Wednesday morning, 7 a.m. Good research. I did not go to the gym today. I actually stayed in bed with the wife, and she brought Roman in bed, so it was good. But okay, now we're gonna get into research. Shares of Plug Power charged 7.6% higher pre-market trading, adding to the more than doubling over the past 6 sessions. After B. Riley securities analyst Christopher Souther boosted his price target by more than 50%. The stock, which has skyrocketed 105% in the past 6 days to close Tuesday at a 15-year high, is on track for a 7th straight gain, which would be the longest win streak since a 7-day stretch ended in November. Okay. B. Riley Souther reiterated the buy rating he's had on the stock for at least a couple years, but he's been in it for a minute, but raised his price target to $79 from $52 following the company's announcement of an agreement to launch a joint venture with France-based automaker Groupe Renault. We see the agreement as a significant positive for the company in providing a strong partner to build out local manufacturing, hydrogen infrastructure, and R&D for within the European continent. We believe that the company's ability to support the entire hydrogen ecosystem has been a key driver of the recent partnership uptick, enabling turnkey solutions for hard to decarbonize energy and commercial vehicle sectors. I like it. Okay. Well, do your research. That's Plug. I'm in there. Okay, next. Let's see. What else are we looking at? And again, energy. Why? Because we can't keep living life how we're living it. Can't keep living life how we're living it. That's why. Very simple. Okay. Very simple. The world is getting hotter. Okay. Very simple. We have the way we are traveling. It is a hindrance to the quality of our air, to the quality of our life, to the quality of the future generations. If you have a child, so energy, come on, let's get it. What's next? Okay, I want to give y'all one more energy. We got a few. Fuel cell, FCLE. I'm in there. We're big on the energy as well. CCIV. I'm in there as well. Okay, what's another sector? Sports betting, DraftKings. Okay, I'm in DraftKings. I'm in there. I've never used DraftKings before. Never used it before, but I know what it is. I understand the model just a little bit. DraftKings operates as a digital sports entertainment and gaming company. It provides online and retail sports wagering offerings, online daily fantasy contests, and online casino games. So I'm in there just because, especially again with COVID, not as many people being able to go to the games. People want to be involved. I play fantasy football myself. Excuse me. So I understand the entertainment. You know, I used to sports bet, so I understand all of that. DraftKings is a no-brainer for me. No-brainer. Sports betting, it's going to be big. It's going to continue to grow, especially as it continues to be legalized across the U.S. There's so much that can be done with it. We're in the baby steps, I think, of DraftKings potential. And so I'm in there. Let's see what else. Gaming, Penn Gaming. Shout out Rodney. But Penn Gaming, I'm in there. Teladoc, you know, the virtual visits with the doctor. Again, COVID, you know, these are certain things that COVID just started to put into play. So those are just a few that I'm in right now. I'm trying to see what else. Dang, DoorDash is going crazy. Airbnb's up. I like to see earnings on both of those. Next earnings on both of those, as well as Fiverr. Fiverr is snapping too. So it's a few, you know, you can't be in all of them. Right now I'm in a handful, what's this, maybe 20, that I'm just kind of holding, and, you know, we'll just see what happens. So that's what I got today. That's what I'm looking at. A few other sectors I'm looking at. Again, do your own research. I'm still, you know, I'm in the Zoom, teleconference, video conference, Peloton. I'm in there. Trying to see, I talked about the marijuana, I'm in there. So, you know, as the year progresses, I'm sure there'll be, you know, adjustments, and I'm gonna go in here, I'm gonna take out here, whatever it can be, and I'll most certainly keep y'all updated. But this is what I'm in right now for 2021. Okay, so these are just my Robinhood account, not my retirement account, because some of those companies and whatnot are different. The strategy is different, a lot more index funds, S&P 500, things of that nature. But for this right here, the short term, I guess not short term, we'll say a year if you do consider that short term. I guess it depends on your perspective, but this is where I'm at right now. If you have any questions whatsoever, y'all know what time it is, just hit me. And then I'm trying to build this rhythm up, being more consistent on the pod. Got our guys are starting to get settled where they're training. Just got one more logistical thing that I'm handling, and then we should be full steam ahead with the marketing and the podcast. I will say we have our next Agent Academy coming up. If you or someone you know might be interested, shoot me an email, jwjgrady@gmail.com. Shoot me an email and we'll get you some info regarding the Agent Academy beginning the first week of February. So that's what I have today. And there's more. Do your own research. I was just reading a company, what's it called? Solar Flare. I don't know too much. Solar Edge. Let's see what they're doing. Solar Edge. SEDG. Then they got 21% last month, 230% on the year. They finna go on the watch list. Okay, they're going on the watch list. I don't know much about it, but I don't know. All right, that's all I got. 7:09. I'm about to get to work. Be great. We out.